Good morning, YouTube. Welcome in. Today we've got a beautiful build for you. Today we're building in the brand new NZXT H7. And you say, Stints, brand new NZXT H7? That's right. They've revamped the NZXT H7. They've changed the case design a little bit up. They've also added the opportunity to add in bottom fans in this beautiful case. So we've got the brand new 2024 version of the NZXT H7. We're going all in with the 10 fans today as well. We're using those beautiful Lian infinity fans. So we're going to see all that beautiful prism design, that beautiful kind of aesthetic that comes with these infinity fans. We're starting all off with the 7000X3D. We put on the beautiful B650A gaming Strix board coming in from Asus as well. We have 32 gigs of 6000 CL30 RAM coming in from Team Group and that Delta RGB, beautiful white aesthetic as well. And then we've got a 2TB KC3000 drive for storage, which is perfect for today's games. We got the GPU today, the 4070 Ti Super coming in the Asus OC Gaming Tough version, which is that beautiful white aesthetic as well. And to power it, you guys have seen it here once or twice before on the channel, we have the beautiful Asus Strix Aura Edition, which is the all white with the white braided cables coming over directly from Asus. Looks absolutely killer. Again, it's going all in the beautiful NZXT H7 revamped version. Let us know what you think down below in the comments. Make sure to hit that like button, help us with the algorithm over here on YouTube. Make sure to hit that subscribe button as well if you want to see more of these beautiful PCs that we build every week. And remember, if you want to catch it live on it raw like it is right now, as I butcher this really long intro, you can join us any Monday, Wednesday, or Friday over at our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/stints. We stream around 10 a.m. Eastern, and we hope to see you soon.
1, 2. How are we sound, chat? How are we sounding here this morning? How are our levels? Sounding good? Sounding good? Sorry for the munching. I had a little snack before we started. Oh, pistachios. Good for the heart. This is a beautiful Strix board today, chat. What are we saying? B650A gaming Strix board today. Let's get right in. 7000X3D. Get this all opened up. Get it down in the socket. That's how we're looking. No bent pins. Good, like we like to see. There you go, chat. This is the B650A. It is the B650A gaming Wi-Fi from Asus. All right, before we even get started on the cooler, I don't know what I was doing there. Sorry about that, chat. We're going to go and get this NVMe drive in. We have a 2TB KC3000 today. Here's our favorite drive. I would say this is our favorite like entry-level drive. And say entry-level, like performance quality drive. This is our favorite. If we're going to go budget favorite performance drive, it'd be SN770, which AJ and I started recording a little bit more and putting in some of our Curious system, because right now the pricing on the 770 is phenomenal for its performance. And now AJ and I were actually having a discussion about it the other day. They are phenomenal drives for the price right now. The SN770 Black is from Western Digital. All right, drive is down and in. We're gonna put our thermal protector pretty much on top. This is just a little shroud. It kind of keeps the heat dissipates the heat away from the core components. Next, we're gonna get our cover or standoffs in place for the cooler. The beautiful Galahad we have today. Got the clip mount today, which is awesome. It means we don't have to do much today. It's weird because before you guys have seen it before, there are standoffs and there's our clip mount. We have the clip mount today. All right, let's get our RAM out today. Beautiful DDR5, 6000 CL30 RAM coming from Team Group, 32 gigs. Still a sweet spot right now. There we go, beautiful white RAM. They go with the white and silver aesthetic that we'll have on today's build. Down and in. All right, let's move on to the case, which I know everyone wants to see, the new H7. But first off, again, B650A Strix board coming in from Asus, 7000X3D down the socket. We don't really have to take anything off right now for our cooler because the Lian Galahad is going to use the factory retention clips at AM5. We have a 2TB KC3000 down in the Gen 5 M.2 slot, even though it's going to be running at Gen 4 speeds. We have 32 gigs of 6000 CL30 RAM coming from Team Group and the GeForce Delta RGB. Let's slide this aside. Let's get our case out. Let's get our first look at the brand new NZX7 revamped 2024 version. I am pumped for this. This case is massive. It got bigger. They made unboxing very interesting. There's a lot of cardboard reinforcement, which I like, which means they've identified potentially other issues in the past with their cases. But oh my, let's look at this. This looks good. Okay. Is it wider? It's wider, it's bigger. So I'll give you the wide view right now. It is taller. It's 100% taller. This is borderline full tower. So it comes factory. This is the non-RGB version. We didn't get the RGB version because I didn't feel like taking the fans out because they're gonna be going all leanly in this case. But the one thing you notice right away, the power supply is different. Holy cable management space. I like it. Is vertically mounting the power supply now on the bottom, so you don't see it in the case. So it's giving that dual chamber look. I'll give you a little closer up here so you can see it better. They are now going wider, and they're going to be vertically mounting the power supply on the bottom now. But look at the back. There's cable management space everywhere. Finally, white cables. We've been asking for this. Ed Ryan, finally, NZXT listened. There's no grommets in here, but they've got white. Oh, these are nice. Bottom mounted SSD trays. They've got rubber grommets. We're gonna have to put the screws to the bottom for the fans. So you're gonna get a vertical mounted power supply now, and then that's gonna give you opportunity for in the bottom of this case to run fans. Just clipped in retention on that. But now we can add 3 120mm fans on the bottom to bring fresh air in, and you can see right here, that's all open because the glass goes here. This is all open air. So now we can pull air in on the bottom. Yeah, on the back, you're asking about your 3.5s. You have a dedicated 2.5 SSD chamber right here. So your 2.5s are here. Where these are right here. This is either a 2.5 or a 3.5 hard drive tray holder right here, which is retained here with a screw, and then it pops and folds down. So you can put 2 3.5 drives on the back right there. The great thing about it too is you can put 140s in the front and 140s in the rear and 120s in the bottom, and I think you could even put 140s in the top if you wanted to. If you can't do a 420 in the top, you can do a 360 in the top. Maybe you could do a 420 front mount rad, but you're going to be taking away definitely space from the GPU clearance. So a 360 is plenty, especially on the 7000 X3D. I am going to pop the front panels off. It's got that patented pure. Ooh, these are new fans, new NZXT fans. It's got the tried and true NZXT H7 feel. I mean, there it is. Those are your front fans. You can see how much wider this case is than a standard H7. I wish we had do we have a regular? If we do, let's show people. The new NZXT 2024 version versus the NZXT 2023 version. Big difference in size. You can see that it obviously is much taller. I'd say about an inch and a half taller. They are side by side there. That's how much wider it is. It is not much wider. It is maybe a half an inch wider, but it is taller, as you can tell. You can't really see on the camera right now, but it is taller. I'll show you them side by side. I'll take the glass panel off so you can see both. There we go. There's our side by side comparison. As you can tell, they are no longer doing the power supply on the bottom right here is hidden. You don't see it. You have all the space now for this entire bay they had before. Here, this entire basement was just one big thing here. They've taken it out on the new version, and what you now have is a vertical mounted power supply in the back, which I'll show you the back here as well. Give me a second. It's not much wider. It's about a half inch wider. It's about an inch taller now. It is definitely about an inch to an inch and a half taller, just by guesstimation. Lengthwise, it's almost the same. It's actually shorter. The new case is about a 1/4 inch shorter than the older case. So depth-wise on your desk, it is a little bit shorter, but again, it is about an inch and a half taller. This is where people are gonna see what is the big difference. You saw the internals. You can see the back. Before, we had black cables, black panels. They went pure. The new version is much purer. It feels lighter. Obviously I have some panels off on this one, and the other one I don't, but you can see they definitely changed up the back aesthetics as well. White cables, beautiful, love it. The storage, very comparable. If anything, you no longer have the 3.5 inch drive bays on the bottom, which actually was in this cage. You now have them mounted on the side, which is similar to how the H9 is. Your 3.5 inch drives will go here versus down here below. And now your 2.5s, you could actually mount more 2.5s. Before you could actually put them here, you can actually put them down here in this little bay down below. All white cables, white Velcro straps, cleaner, more aesthetically pleasing on the new H7 2024 version versus the older H7. Much nicer. That being said, they definitely optimize this for air with 10 fans versus the older and 7. Awesome. Better airflow, 100% in this one. I can tell it's going to be better airflow. Between how close the fans are to the front of this, the perforation is a little bit finer on this one than it is on this one. I don't know if you guys can tell just by the old look. Again, I'll show you that. The perforation on the front of these cases is dramatic. This is like just small holes. This looks cleaner. You can definitely see the airflow would probably be a little bit better on the front on this one. They made up for that while allowing for the bottom fans again here on the new one. And this feels light. I/O is the same on the back. If you guys want to see the I/O on the back, I can show you that real quick. The back of the case has not changed much. You can see the difference in how the power supply is vertically mounted versus horizontally mounted on the older version. You can see that there. So they're opting for a vertical, which means you have even better airflow now out of the side for the power supply to draw air in on the newer version versus the bottom mount, which people have been suffocated for years, have been suffocating the power supplies, putting it on carpet, putting it on a board, not getting a lot of airflow. As well, the I/O on the top, you can see the I/O has changed slightly. Now we're going from a front horizontally to a vertically across the top of the case. And here you can actually see the difference in the case size. Let's get building in it. All right, we're gonna top down. All right, how we feeling? We like the new case? That being said, let's show you guys the top close-up of this beautiful case now, or the front close-up now with this motherboard in. I think it looks stunning. I really want this now myself. We need to get some of the cables in. I need to get the fans out. We're gonna take out these front fans. Again, we're going with the beautiful Infinity fans today. These NZXT fans are nice. These are definitely airflow focused. Again, we're taking them out. Ooh, they changed it. Let's see how these come out. Oh, easy peasy, right out. Look at it. Look how clean that is. Oh, the one thing that NZXT didn't do. Black zip ties. Give us the white zip ties. Everything else is white. Give us the white zip ties. All right, let's get our fans. We're going 120s. We could do 140s in the front. Don't really need it on this system today. Aesthetically, yes, it would have been cool to have the bigger fans to fill the space, but it'll look really good. It'll look very uniform today. For your cables, we are gonna get the front fans and then we'll work on the cables. I'm gonna think of where we wanna put these fans. Off top, we're gonna go off the top, we're gonna put them down over here, right where the 3.5 inch drive would go. Okay, all right. So we have our fans, we're ready to put these in. All right, there we go. Fans are ready to go in. You screw this in, and then we're gonna get ready to, these are thumb screws, which is nice. So it's very almost like toolless, other than obviously taking the screws out. There we go, there's our front fans, looking good. Now that's done, we're actually gonna put the front panel right back on. Now we're working on our front panel connection before we move on to the bottom fans and the rear fan. So let's get our USB 3.0 header in. There we go. This should be our USB Type-C. There we go, all right. While we have it available, we're gonna put our HD audio in. Right now it's easy peasy to get to, right there. There we go, HD audio is good. This is our front panel connection for our front panel. Good there, all right, awesome. See already on the back cable manager looking good. We're gonna work on the bottom fans now, chat. We're working on the bottom fans, and then we'll start working on the rear fan, then we'll move on to the power supply before we move on to the AIO. Before we get these put in, we have to grab our bottom screws out of this box. Just fits down here. All right, there we go. Bottom fans are all in. Let's get our rear fan, and then we're gonna move on to our power supply. All right, there we go, rear fan's in. Time for the power supply chat. Today we'll need SATA. There we go, one SATA. We'll need there's our PCIe, it's our 12 volt high power, we'll need that. PCIe we do not need, it's our RGB. Yes, it is RGB. This is our CPU. PCIe, we need one more CPU, there's our second CPU, here we go. All these other cables, start at 24 pin, there we go. We're gonna go back in the bag. All right, so this beautiful power supply out. When I say beautiful, I mean chat. This is a stunning power supply from Asus. Look at that, beautiful white 1000 watt ATX 3.0 power supply from Asus today. It's our adapter for RGB to go into our Lian software. So everything syncs, even on the power supply will sync with it. Everything else plugged in. There's our power supply chat, all the cables. So we're gonna start working on getting this in. Go, all right. All right, all in there we go, all right. Now we start working on our cables up at the power supply. I mean, this is gonna be a tight run, but we can just make it, I think. Up and over we're gonna need to go for the power supply from the cables. So we'll see how everything else runs, but it's a little tight. I'll show you guys the cable manager here in the back, give me 1 second. 24 pin is gonna go up and in next. Go, it's all in. So now we have to work on our AIO. I'll show you the cable manager in the back, looking good already. We're gonna work on the AIO next, chat. Pretty clean on the back. Before we get these in, we're gonna work on, we have to get our pump mounted. Slide this down, you're gonna rest it gently, go top down, like so. Rest that like so, okay, here we go. Throw thermal paste on the CPU. You should peel off your stickers. Here we go. And clip, here we go. Get this aligned where we want it. We'll torque this down. Nice and secure, all right. Let's get the round back up. Get our screws out for the rad. Feed these in, we'll start running the cables. Run this right now, actually gonna run these up and over, because these are a pain. When we have this done, we can get our, our rad in. Once we get the rad in, we can focus on the rest of the cabling, which is really not too much more, because I was kind of just pre-running these cables. We got our screws over here, our screwdriver ready. Up, and in we go. Easy peasy, lots of space too. There we go. All right, let me spin this around so you guys can see it. Oh, there we go, all in, looking good. All right. This is the USB coming off the hub, or off of the pump. There we go, last one is going to be our USB coming off the pump. All right, let's get this in, chat. We have to just zip tie a few more cables and we're moving on to the GPU. Holy moly. A lot of wires in the back, but we made it look pretty clean. Boy, dial them up, dial it in a little bit more, but looks pretty darn clean. Beautiful RTX 4070 Ti Super today, coming in the Asus Tough version. Go with that beautiful nice white aesthetic we got going on here today. I mean, this card right here is gorgeous. Look great in today's system. We have two slots today. What's great is if you really wanted to in this case too, if you guys are looking to do a build in this case, what you really do is, you know how some of these cards are worried about sag? There's a little ledge right here. You put a little GPU support bracket right there on this little ledge. It's nice. Nice little feature that I think NZXT thought about when they did that little wrap. You ready for that thunk? And then we're getting ready to light it up. You guys ready to light this thing up? Let's see some light ups in chat. And we go with the beautiful RTX 4070 Ti Tough from Asus. 3, 2, 1. There's a thunk, if we ever heard it. All right, this beautiful cable in. There we go. 3, 2, 1 there it is. Let's feed the excess back through. A beautiful, nice little braided cable from Asus. Tuck it in down below. There it is. What do you think of this beautiful PC today?
It isn't as easy as some of the other cases we build in, but man, look at that thing. That thing is beautiful. Let's light it up, chat. Let's go.
Guys, thanks for coming in and liking another video here on YouTube. Make sure you hit that like button, help us with the algorithm. Make sure people find us and see all the beautiful PCs we build. If you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button as well. Remember, we build these systems live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday over on our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/stints. Come over, hang out, chat it up with us, watch us build beautiful PCs for everybody in the community. And remember, let's go.